Hello, everyone, and welcome back to IMPWR Academy. Today, I'm bringing something special. I'm Cameron Davis, and I've been doing logo overhauls on my other Power Design YouTube channel, but I kind of feel like they fit better over here at IMPWR Academy, so we are going to go ahead and move that over here. For today, we have someone who is near and dear to my heart. We have Jordan Burroughs. I have already cooked up his new logo because I got excited. So I have already put that together. Basically, we were going to act like this is a cooking show where they already have the food cooked. And I am going to walk you through the process of how I kind of did that. What did my vision board look like? What did some of my concept drawings look like? We're just going to go all the way through it, and I'm going to show you how I gridded everything, and then we'll see the final product. I'm pretty happy with the final product. I think you guys will be too. I definitely think it fits his brand a lot more, and it'll bring some more excitement than what he has right now. So let's start off with we'll start off with his website and look at the logos that he currently has. Let's switch over. Okay. So let's start right here on his main page. I did some looking around and I saw a couple versions of different logos he has. This one I thought was interesting. He has kind of a J and a B together. And then the 7 and the 4 for his weight class. This really, doesn't really do it for me. It kind of looks like a 3, so then the 3 doesn't really have a purpose. So I think we can do a lot better than that. I wanted to bring something with this logo improvement, this logo overhaul, that brought some excitement, some ferocity, kind of fit Jordan's brand a little bit more than what he already has. Like this guy is a force, like a beast, and I feel like he needs a logo to kind of go with that. So this is kind of what he has here. I saw one other version. I think it was in the store. Maybe it was gear. It was in the gear. He has this other JB logo, which I remember this one more than I remember the other one. Kind of really simple, but I think we can do better than this. So let me show you where I started. Okay, so this is where I started. I pulled what he had and kind of put a vision board together. I don't normally call it a vision board. For the clients that I work with, I call it a vibe board because I'm basically trying to fill out what type of feeling you want to get from the logo that we are creating together. So either that be excitement, that be any other type of feeling. I want to kind of put a board together that kind of speaks to that feeling. I put together some of the dopest athlete logos I could find. There's a couple Olympic logos in here. Formula One, just some that I felt like could possibly give me some inspiration. I'll go ahead and tell you some of my favorite athlete logos. This OBJ logo is undefeated. It's amazing. Another one that I love, this Chris Paul logo is amazing. The C, the P, and the 3 just fits in there beautifully. I love it. Kyrie's is really good. I like D Rose's is really good. What's another favorite of mine? I think this is Venus Williams, her logo. And then this RG3 one is really good. So this is kind of the palette that I started with. Want to get a vibe for maybe some athlete logos, throw some Olympic stuff in there. And then I went from there to kind of my concept sheet. My concept sheet was mostly driven by, I'll show you, these 3 logo inspirations. Let's move them over so you guys don't see the final product too early. So these were my main driving inspirations for this Jordan Burroughs logo. I started playing with the 7 and the 4, the JB, just kind of drew out all the combinations. and played with them until this is where I started, and I kind of went this way. Even played with this a little bit. I just draw. I don't even really hold myself to anything. I just draw. Got down here, got a little bit more serious. Was really liking this feel. And then this is where it started. This is where it all started. You can kind of start seeing it all come together. You have the J, you have the B. So I did it more simply. You have the 7, the J, and then I'm trying to figure out how to get the B in there. And then I'm still playing with it. And then I draw it a little bit more simply. And then it hits me. So this is it. This is kind of the direction we're going in. We're going to beef it up to kind of look more like the F1 logo. So this is really it. This is where we're at. We have the 7, we have the 4, we have the J, we have the B. From this concept, I love it, but just wait until you see kind of the final product. I fell in love with it as soon as I got everything drawn out perfectly. So we're going to go over to a blank sheet. I'm going to show you how I kind of started this logo, because from here, it can be kind of intimidating. I know I was intimidated. I wasn't necessarily sure how to get where I wanted to get. So I sat here for a little bit and was like, man. So what the conclusion I came to was I need to grid this out. So I was going to take a reference font and kind of keep the why I use a reference font is when it comes to letters, there is a meaning behind every stroke. So the downstroke is usually thicker than the upstroke. So I wanted to keep all that the same size when I was working with the font that I was going to use as a reference. So I go in here, I use geographic bold. I make myself a JB. I outline that. And then I make that big so that we can start creating our grid. So basically what I started doing from here is I took the pen tool and I started creating line segments. So I came here and then created a line segment here and stroke that out. And then just trying to create the grid for these letters. So the JB for this logo is going to follow very closely the J and the B here in this font. So I'm going to do all the vertical. And we're just gridding it out. We're just creating the verticals. Here. It gets a little wonky over here, so I just use the furthest, and then we'll come and clean it up later. Vertical here, and then we're going to do the horizontal. Same thing. Create a line segment. We want it straight. Drop it here. Drop it here. So this is the part that I want. This next part is the part I want to explain pretty well, because it can get kind of confusing. So basically the way that I have the concept, let's go back to the concept real quick, is I have these clear parts right here will be black, and this middle line will be white. So I need to kind of create a gap between the middle of these letters. So I need to figure out how thick these letters actually are. So I use this a lot. I come over to the eyedropper and use the measure tool, and I'll drop it on one side, and then I will hold shift and get a straight line, and try and look over here at the info box and see how wide that is. And the measurement will be the D. So it is 384 pixels. So basically what I want to do is I want to have a line that runs through this J that is 15 pixels wide. So you're going to need your calculator here pretty quickly. So let me go get that. So we have 384 pixels. We're going to divide that by 2. So that's 192. And then to get that 15 pixel gap, I'm then going to divide this, or subtract this by half of 15, which is 7.5. So minus 7.5. So that gives me 184.5. I'll probably do 185. So what I'll do is then take this, hold Option, right click, get a copy, and then pull it over 185. Look at that D measurement on your info box. 185. Right there, so right around there. And then I'll also do it from the other side, doing the same thing. 185. That'll work. So that will give me my 15 pixel gap that I need, because I'm going to have a 15 pixel gap going in most of this logo. And eventually I'll even have 15 pixels in between the J and the B. So that's just what I want to show you how to measure. I wanted to show you in letter forms how the downstroke is way thicker than the upstroke. So let's go look at the spot right here and let's measure to see how wide that is. That is 308. The other side was 384. So it does differ. So when you're using different fonts or trying to create your own font, you have to be careful. It's not going to look right if everything was 384. It's not going to look sound, and it's just going to look weird. So when using letters in any type of logo, I always try to find a reference to start from, which is your best bet. So let's just jump down to another. Let's jump down to this. We'll just jump down to this version of it. So this is after I got everything set and had my grid going. I basically used my grid and my shape builder tool, and I made everything I filled everything in according to my grid. So this was my kind of V1 perspective of it. I didn't like how thick this gap was. I actually have a write-up down here. I didn't like how thick this gap was in between here. Didn't like how thick this gap was in between here. So basically what I wanted to do is make this gap the same all the way around, which was 15 pixels. So this will eventually be 15 pixels here, 15 pixels here. So that meant that I was going to have to go and kind of rework it. I came down here and basically redrew everything. So this is my new grid. This is where I started. So I did this a couple times. This is how excited and how perfect I want it to be. This is my final grid. The red lines kind of dictate where the cuts are in the lettering. So this is where that B cuts off, that J cuts off, where the 7 will be made, the spots that cut to make the 4. So like I said, I went in, highlighted or selected everything, and then went in with my shape builder tool and just filled things in like this. Let's make that black so you guys can see it. Just went in just like this, filled things in. Until we got to here. So this is what it looked like with everything filled in. We got the 7, we got the 4, we got the J, we got the B, looking good. I like it. Looks really good, really strong, really solid. And then from here, I didn't feel like this 7 had enough fold in it. Kind of looked, possibly could be passing as a 1. So I wanted to offset it a little bit. using, what tool did I use? The shear tool. So I used the shear tool to offset it. And then also, which I love, so now we get that bend in that 7. This is the final version if you guys didn't notice. I got too excited and now we're here. So this is the 7, 4, J, B, clean. I love it. We have this little, I rounded these corners down here. It wasn't like this in my drawing here. That inspiration really comes from this, I think this is the Russian Olympics logo, but I love this curve down here. So I wanted to kind of carry that over into my JB logo. So this is where we're at. Jordan Burroughs, new logo. Let's put this in presentation mode. Take a look. So we're going to go up to view. Oh, wrong view. See, is this an artboard? No, not an artboard. That's why. So we're going to come over to view, presentation mode. So clean. This font is actually that Geo font also. So it fits right in together perfectly because it is the reference for the JB icon that I made. I just love it. Some of the imagery behind it, we have the star and stripe for USA, of course. Got the 7, 4 for Jordan Burroughs weight class. We have the J and B, of course, for Jordan Burroughs. I feel like it's so clean, so strong, fierce, ferocious, all the things I wanted it to be. I think we got there. Again, looking back at kind of what he has currently, just think mine's is, again, just stronger. We can even go look at, again, just stronger. Mine's is just hits harder. So again, I want to thank you all for watching Logo Overhaul number 2. I really want Jordan Burroughs to see this. I worked really hard on this, and he is someone that I really do look up to. So if you all out there could help me put this in front of him, I would love you forever. So basically what I need you to do is wherever you see me post this logo, if it's in my stories, in my videos, on my IG page, on my Facebook page, please go under there and comment at Jordan Burroughs. I think his IG handle is All I See Is Gold or All Is Gold. I will post it inside the caption whenever I go to post this. But please, if you could, just spam him. Spam him as much as you can so that we can get this seen. Because I want Jordan Burroughs to be rocking my logo because it's just so nice. It's just so good. And I don't think anything else will stack up to whatever I just made right now. So if you guys could help me, I'm asking last time, just help your boy out. Tag him in all of it. All of it. All of it. Thank you again for watching Logo Overhaul, again on IMPWR Academy's YouTube page. You can find IMPWR Academy on IG at IM.PWR and then also on YouTube at IMPWR Academy. And again, I thank you very much for watching this video, and your boy will be back with other logos we are going to overhaul. So thank you again. Have a good night, and I will see you guys next time.